We have some exciting news from the IRS regarding your stimulus checks for any of you receiving SSI, Social Security, and for those of you who have a representative payee. Hey everyone, this is Matt. Welcome back to another Blind to Billionaire video. If you're new here, please hit the subscribe button. Just one quick thing, 92% of you watching these videos are not even subscribed. Hit the subscribe button. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. But anyway, I'm here with my wife, Corey.
Hi.
But all this information is current as of today, Monday, May 11th. So let's get right into it. And all of you who receive SSI, we have a date. Finally, a date on when you're going to receive your payment. We also have some very important information for any of you receiving Social Security, which includes retirement, disability, and survivor's benefits. So pay attention. Also, we have some new information for anyone who has a representative payee. So a lot of great information. Hopefully, we're going to answer a bunch of questions in this video because we have so many people reaching out in the comment section asking these specific questions. So we're finally excited to have like solid answers from the IRS that we can give you right here, right now. So let's get right into it. And we're excited to deliver this information.
Exactly. So I'm getting our information, or we got our information, from the Social Security Administration website. So ssa.gov/coronavirus. So that is where this information's from, and that's the source. Okay?
Yeah, good stuff.
So I'm going to read to you the information. If you have SSI, Supplemental Security Income. Okay, so this, I'm going to just go ahead and read it, and then we'll kind of like break it down.
Start out with SSI people, then we'll get into Social Security and payees. So continue.
So SSI recipients who did not file a 2019 or 18 return and who do not have a representative payee should receive their stimulus check from the IRS by May 13th by direct deposit or to their Direct Express card if they did not use the IRS's non-filer tool.
Yeah, that is awesome. So finally, we have a solid date. Usually we've been getting ranges, but it's actually right there on the website, May 13th, which is today's the 11th, so just 2 more days. And the majority of you receiving SSI should have your stimulus checks, $1,200 right there in your bank account or on your Direct Express cards. That's awesome.
I mean, because it's so cool.
There's been so much confusion about the Direct Express card, and literally the information's been changing almost week by week. So it says it right there.
Here
it's cool.
It is.
Really exciting. Actually, in our last video, we've had a lot of people commenting saying, hey, I have a pending $1,200 on my Direct Express. So we actually have confirmation from all of you as well saying there's pending deposits. So if you have Direct Express, be sure to check your account. You may have a pending deposit on there. But I also want to say one more thing. If you don't have a pending deposit yet, don't get discouraged. Just keep checking back, and hopefully it'll post here one of these days.
Exactly. And
especially by Wednesday.
Let us know when you get it, because you know what? Everybody's like wondering, when are you going to get it? People are actually, and we're not like saying you have to do this, but a lot of people are wondering which state you're coming from, because we don't know how they're doing the checks, and we don't know how they're doing things exactly, but it is interesting, like if it seems like a ton of people from Florida have gotten it, or a ton of people from North Carolina or something. You don't have to put your state, because like that's personal, but it is interesting if you guys are chatting with each other. I know that that's something that people have been kind of commenting about, like, well, where are you from? Like, where are you getting your checks?
It is interesting because there's been a lot of comments of people writing back and forth saying, where are you located? I think people are trying to figure out, like, what's the rhyme or reason behind the distribution of these payments? And honestly, I don't think there is one. It's just like picking names out of a hat. It's what it seems like.
It doesn't seem like it's like, because like we could have the same last name as somebody else, and it doesn't mean that we all got our checks the same day.
Yeah, it's just weird.
Thing.
But
so
either way,
it doesn't seem that way.
A solid date, the 13th.
Exactly.
Super excited for all of you who receive SSI.
Yeah, we're like super excited. Yeah. So the next part of this is if you used, so this is for SSI people, Social Security, in Supplemental Security Income recipients. If you used the IRS's non-filer tool, you'll receive your payment by May 13th to the non-direct Express bank account that you provided. The IRS will begin mailing paper checks on May 15th to SSI recipients who receive their monthly SSI payment by paper check, and to SSI recipients who use the IRS's non-filer tool but left the bank account information empty. Yeah. So if you used the non-filer tool, then and you provided a non-direct express bank account, that will go into the account May 13th.
Yeah, for example, we mean like a checking or savings
Like
account.
a checking or savings account.
Some
so
other
if you
account
bank it,
other than
Wells
Direct
Fargo,
Express.
and you put that in,
Yep.
it'll go in there.
Yep.
However, if you left that blank, paper checks will begin being mailed on May 15th. So, and it can only process so many paper checks in a week. So it might take a little longer, but if you fall into that category, you might be like, what the heck? It's not in my Direct Express. Well, did you fill out the non-filers tool and leave the bank account information blank?
Mm-hmm.
If that's your situation, you're going to get a paper check, and it will be here after May 15th.
Yeah.
Not before May 15th, after May 15th.
Yeah.
Could be in 3 weeks. We don't know.
Another thing too is I've had a lot of people commenting asking, when will it get here? I'm receiving a paper check. How long will it take? I don't know. I mean, honestly, it's so hard to say. Sometimes the post office is fast. Sometimes it's really slow. It's just so hard to say. Honestly, we don't know where the checks are coming from, where you're located in the country. I mean, you could be located in a really small town out in some state, who knows where.
Or Aloha, you could be in Hawaii.
Yeah, exactly, Hawaii. Or you could be in a huge city right next to the distribution of where the checks are. So it's so hard to say how long it's going to take. I would anticipate, I don't know, give it at least a week. I mean, honestly, at least a week. I feel like that's not even being generous enough. I would say
give it like 4 weeks before you panic.
Yeah, if you don't get it, within 4 weeks.
I'm not joking. I really would. I would say, middle of June. If you haven't gotten it, I'd start thinking, shoot, what's going on?
But really, it's so hard to say with mail. Mm-hmm. I mean, there's so many different factors. So if you're receiving a paper check, the only thing you can do is wait. I mean, honestly, once it goes into the mail, you can't really track it.
But if you know you're getting a paper check, that might might kind of give you peace of mind to know that I know I'm a paper check person. I know it's not going to get here this week because this week it's May 11th. So 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 15th is a Friday. So you know you're not going to get it this week. So you can just kind of like chill out.
Yeah.
Save what little money you have left, hopefully, and maybe make it through the next week.
Yeah.
Right?
So let's get into some information regarding payees. I've had a lot of questions regarding representative payees.
And actually, I want to start. I'm going to start with Social Security beneficiaries because that kind of leads into it. Is that okay?
Okay.
Yeah. So Social Security beneficiaries. The IRS has processed, this is from SSA.gov/coronavirus. The IRS has processed most of your economic impact payments for Social Security, which is retirement survivors and disability beneficiaries, whether they did or did not file a 2019 or 18 tax return, except for a beneficiary who did not file a 2019 or 18 tax return who has a representative payee. If the beneficiary used the IRS's non-filer tool, the IRS is processing payments weekly, even if the beneficiary may have a representative payee. So It's a little jumbly, but basically, if you filed a tax return, whether or not you filed a tax return, if you do not have a beneficiary, you should be getting paid pretty soon here. If you do have a representative payee, it sounds like we're going to get into that next, but if you used the non-filer tool, then you should be getting your payment pretty soon here. Yeah. Is that kind of what you're getting out of it? It's a little bit confusing.
It's a little bit confusing, that part, but
we wanted to read it right from the document, even though it's a little confusing.
The unfortunate part about Social Security beneficiaries, they said a lot of your payments have been processed. Well, reading through the comments section, I would maybe not agree with that, just because there's so many of you saying, I receive SSDI and I haven't received it. When do I get it? The unfortunate part about this part of the article is that it doesn't give a specific date like they do for SSI recipients. So the best we can say for Social Security people is hopefully it arrives soon. I mean, literally, we don't know. It doesn't give us an exact date. It doesn't even give us a range. It just says it should be arriving soon. That's all we know.
Yeah, pretty much it just says it's being processed.
So who knows what that means?
We're not totally sure, although it sounds like if you filed a tax return, which you probably didn't, I mean, depending on the situation, you should be getting it. If you do the non-filers tool, you should be getting it. We don't have great information. And
just because you don't receive your payment this week, that doesn't mean you're not eligible to receive it.
No.
It's probably still on its way, but again, we just don't know when it's going to arrive or when you're going to get that direct deposit.
Yes. Now we are going to talk about the representative payee people, okay? So again, SSA.gov/coronavirus. How will the IRS send my economic impact payment, so your stimulus check, if you have a representative payee? If you filed a 2019 or 18 tax return, your $1,200 stimulus check was or will be sent to the bank account provided on your tax return for an electronic tax refund, or mailed to the address provided on your tax return if a tax refund was mailed or if there was no refund. So if you filed a tax return and you have the representative payee, it's coming via the same way that you received your refund.
If you had a refund.
So if you have a bank account you provided, you get it through the bank account. If you provided your address, you get it through a check. If you did not file a 2019 or 18 tax return and you have a representative payee, the IRS plans to use information provided by the Social Security Administration to help the IRS generate your stimulus check. In most cases, the IRS will send your check to your representative payee using the same method. Examples are direct deposit, direct express, or check. The representative payee receives your monthly benefits in currently.
Yep.
This is the bad part. The IRS has not determined when these stimulus checks will be processed.
Yeah, and unfortunately, I've been saying that in my comments back to people in the last couple of videos who've been asking about when will representative payees or beneficiaries with a representative payee be receiving their checks. Unfortunately, like Corey just said, they don't know when they're going to be processed. So it's like... It's really unfortunate.
Kind of a tough situation in that way.
But another thing we want to reiterate too is they just said the payment will be sent in the same method in which you receive your normal monthly benefits, and it will likely go to the representative. So if you're a beneficiary, you have a representative payee, your stimulus payment will go to your representative in most cases, it sounds like.
Yes.
So that person will have that money sent to them, whether it's direct deposit on a bank account, a direct express card, maybe it's a paper check, whatever method in which you receive your monthly benefits, that's how you'll get your stimulus payment as well.
So that's how you'll get it, and that's what we know.
Yeah.
So, of course, we always wish we could give dates for everybody, and we know that some people, maybe we haven't covered your scenario, but this is the information we have as of today, and we wanted to share it.
Yeah.
So I hope it helps people.
Another thing too is, we just can't throw out dates. That's just us speculating.
Although we did throw out May 13th.
Yeah, but the only way we can throw out a date is if it's actually printed on the website, because then they're the ones liable, not us.
Yeah.
So anyway, they said SSI people, May 13th. That's in 2 days. Super excited for all of you. It's
We're
finally,
so happy.
Finally, guys, it's almost here.
You guys have been waiting so long.
Yeah,
and we
all
know
of you.
that some of you will still be waiting because of the different circumstances we mentioned. But we're excited for everybody.
Again, for any more information that we find about representative payees, of course, we'll update you. And again, we didn't want to talk about it in this video, but of course, the upcoming stimulus packages, more stimulus payments to come, we'll definitely be giving you that information as we get it, because it sounds like some things are being pushed through Congress right now. So be sure to stay tuned for additional videos on more stimulus money.
Yep.
So
we want to be a good source for you for getting money.
Yeah. So
but
anyway,
also maybe a little entertainment.
Hopefully a little entertainment, yeah. Anyway, everybody, please have a nice Monday. Again, one more thing. If I miss your comment, please give me a little bit of a break. I'm trying to do my best to answer every comment. It's tough keeping up with you guys, seriously.
But we do our very best.
I'm doing my best. So if I miss you, please just give me a break. I'm trying to get to everybody. But anyway, have an awesome day.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Bye.
See you soon. Bye now.